Wellness is more than just waiting till you feel that you are ready for it. Wellness is taking time where you are just to do it, just to start. Right now, I am in my car. I have spent most of my day driving around, more so than even being in my house or doing work. And let me tell you, I'm exhausted. I could have waited, of course, until I got inside to finish recording. But today I just decided to come outside while I'm still running errands for a child and go ahead and share just a little bit with you guys. I do have some notes, and it's not because I can't relate. It's not because I have it all figured out. It's because when you are constantly moving in midlife, you tend to forget some things. And I will share without completely crying, but our body gives us signs, and it's up to us whether or not we want to pay attention to those signs. But what if we actually worked through all of that before? What if we started to go ahead and put those systems into place so it'll help at least prepare us a little bit more? Because things do happen. We don't know when we may have some things that come up where it requires us to go to see a physician, or surgeries, injuries. But at least we can attempt to do our best, our due diligence, to attempt to take care of ourselves. So, what do we do with all that? I'll tell you one thing is I just found out that my eyesight, for years, it has been improving, which is, you would think it was out of the ordinary because I have astigmatism, very nearsighted, and I've been wearing contacts since I was 13 years old. I'm gonna sit up a little bit more because the way I have this camera position, this is kind of all it. So I've been wearing contacts for over 33 years, wearing glasses since I was about 5 years old, which I wear those, downtime at home mostly. And the last few years, my eyesight started to improve. Well, for some reason, I went to the eye doctor some months ago, and it was at a standstill, which is odd, because for the last few years, it had just been improving. And then between that appointment and today, I started noticing a change. Things were starting to be more blurry. We call them floaties. Since I have a high prescription, I always see some type of little movement, little dot things. And you may hear some music now because I'm actually in the parking lot. Real life, I'm not gonna even bother editing this today. I just want to really have a conversation. And so I finally broke down and decided to actually go to the eye doctor. And sure enough, my eyes have reversed and got worse. I was devastated. I felt depleted, and I started just thinking about all the things, tired, drained. What else? I had an injury last year, job fluctuation, building a business by myself. I've been busy working another position. And we can get more into that at a later date, but just doing a lot of different things. A transition out of homeschool last year. So, and I smack dab in the middle of perimenopause. And so a lot of things have changed, a lot of fluctuations with weight. Can you see all the things that's happened in the last year? You can add to that. So there's nothing detached. She ran some tests, nothing. Everything looks fine, other than the power has increased its negativity. So it's like, oh no. So what do you do with that? What do you do when things just go not the way you planned? Well, I could just shrink back and bawl my eyes out, right? Or I can take this as a life lesson to see what are you going to do about it. And that's part of wellness. I named my business Time for Wellness because every day is time for wellness. Wellness is not just found in what you eat. Like, nutrition is more than what you eat and the weight that you carry. It's found in your sleep patterns. It's found in the way you treat people, the way you allow people to treat you. It's found in boundaries that you set for yourself. It's found in how you maneuver through life and how you respond to life, what you allow and disallow in your space, all of that. It's a plethora of different things. What you listen to, what you speak, how you speak. And so what I'm continually learning is that it's not an end all. I will win if I don't quit. I tell people that all the time about a lot of different things, and it hits home with overall wellness. You have to take care of yourself. You may get some news that you don't want to hear, but you have to keep going. So, something I wanted to share, I got it written down here. For a long time, I thought getting healthier in midlife meant getting back to who I used to be. But I'm realizing that's not the goal anymore. So I know now the goal is not getting back to where I was before my injury, to tears, my hamstring tears. Getting back to teaching a bunch of classes. I taught so many classes. I think something changed with my video, I'm not sure. Hopefully it's not running hot. Oh, it is running hot. It's a little hot. Let me bring it down a little bit. So it's a little hot. I don't want it to overheat. So teaching a bunch of classes, allowing people to pull on you, food wise, getting back to that organized meal planner I used to be. I used to have some things, man. I used to have some things. Relationships, relationships change in midlife. People go. I've learned, there's somebody posted something about, not everyone is meant to be part of your entire storybook. Some were only meant to be a chapter. And I'm taking it a little further. Some are just meant to be a little quote. So, anyways, also with meditation, my meditation looks differently. I try to keep track of it when I really started meditating, at least a decade. And it was a lot different than what it is right now. And so I still make sure I do that first thing when my alarm goes off. That's my time and my journal time. I now have 3 little journals that I work through. And I'm going to drink some water. One is like a quick little insert. I'll tell you more about that. So I got it from the Walmart. and it's like a 5-year journal. And then let me pause for a second. All right, I'm back. Someone had a cart. So this is a 5-year journal, and everyone has like a little, every day you fill in the year and on the particular day. And then, because it has the days broken out and then the year. So you can always look back and see. And so it has a question that it'll ask you. And fun thing, you get to see how you answered the question the prior year. And what I do is I try not to look at the prior year's question just to see what's the difference. And I'll tell you, most of them, I have seen some progression. And then on some, it's like, I think I need to work on that. So it's a great way just to gauge, to see your progress from year to year, especially in midlife, because sometimes you feel like you're not doing enough. And you are enough, and you're doing enough. So it's just a fun thing that I decided to include within my routine, just to encourage myself that I am doing enough. And then I have a basic journal where I just write in different things, what's happening, what's going on, encouragement to myself. And then I have my journal. It's a 365-day journal that I actually created. I'll provide the link underneath this video. And that is it's a guided meditation journal. And so it has like, how are you? And you get to add in how you're doing for that day. And then there is a quote that I created myself. And so you can use it as a meditation prompt or as just an encouragement. And then you can write in what you want to write in. Let me put this back up here. So my phone is cooled off some. So yeah, and as far as too, my energy has shifted, because I could go for a while, and now I'm seeing that I need more windows of time for my energy. So overall, all the things have changed, and what I used to think wellness looked like was actually being healthy, like what most people idea of being healthy, looking the part. Yeah. And I learned as I started coaching over the years, and I learned as I started really researching and getting out of myself, I see that health looks different at any size and at every size, and everybody's idea of healthy is different. It's more than the food. So it's more than the food. It's more than all that. It's more than the routines that you're used to. So I don't need those extreme routines that I used to have, like very militant type of routines. And no, I need something that I can live by day to day. And I'm sure you can relate to something that's doable and that fits your lifestyle and your schedule, with whatever that looks like. And so you do not need those punishing routines, punishing schedules to be healthy, to say that you take wellness seriously. Like all the wellness hacks that you see, some are still very valid and very something that you really probably can glean in and lean into. But then there's others that they're punishing and they are stressful. And in midlife, you don't need that. We're trying to be less stressed as much as possible. As much as we can keep those hormones regulated, that should be the goal. No strenuous routines or formulas that we need to subscribe to these days. We need something simple, right? So another thing I want to talk about is just movement in general. You know, you don't need 10 HIIT workouts for the week or to ride your bike several miles. If all you can do is jump rope for 5 minutes a day, you are getting more movement in than most adults. I'm telling you. The recommended amount of movement is 150 minutes for 5 days, so over the course of 5 days, so 150 minutes or so. So whatever you can get in those 30 minutes per day, if you want to break it down into exercise snacks, yeah, you can have a snack with that, but exercise snacks are those broken up, like instead of a full 30, you can do 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there, or maybe 5 minutes here and then wait and do 10 minutes and then the rest when you get home. Whatever it looks like to you, it does not have to be perfect. It does not have to be crazy, off the cuff. You know the videos you see on Instagram, which I like watching those because it's fun. It's like, oh, like, how do they really do that? I used to try to get my videos to look all complicated and tired, and look, I'm over it. If I can get in a consistent routine of some kind of movement, dancing movement, some weights with my physical therapy, throw in maybe a few hip thrusts, I am good. As long as you are seeing some results, you are on the right path. You're doing more. So don't discredit what you do until you can do something extra, because you know you like to be extra. We like to be extra. But until you can do more extra, be content with what you can do with the time that you have, if that makes sense. All right, I want to stay on topic here. This is a good break, a halfway point to let you know that the Midlife Time Traveler, this YouTube channel, is fairly new. It started in March, and we already have hit our first milestone. Super excited. If I had my maracas, I would shake my maracas, but guess what? I'm going to drink to this because I'm super excited about this milestone. It's exciting because things like this don't always happen. I was determined that I was going to do something different, and I have a voice and I want to share. Like, I'm excited to share just how I've got to this point. Overall, I can say that I've been in a healthy state, and I'm grateful. At 46, I haven't had any major complications and things, and it's not that I've eaten perfectly or done my exercises perfectly or had the perfect career. There have been some trials and some ups and downs, but I can tell you what has kept me going, I'm trying not to cry, is I kept showing up. And I'm here to encourage you to keep showing up no matter what. Okay? Okay. We're going to stop this video and then start back because I think my phone is heating up again. All right, so I decided to hit pause again. It's getting heated in here, and I hate like half of my face is cut off. Like, oh, that's better. Look at that. This entire time you just saw my chin. You can see my cute little necklace I got from this little local place. It's so cute. All right, I digress. So let me stay on topic, because I'll tell you, I will go on a tangent, and that's why I have my notes to stay on topic and to remember where I was talking, because I'm doing my best not to repeat myself. That's my goal I'm giving myself. So please show me some grace. I don't want to keep repeating myself. All right, so I'll tell you, sometimes I miss my workouts. Sometimes I eat things that were not planned. Like today I made me a makeshift pizza before I picked up my son. And I took a flour tortilla from Aldi, and I had some olive oil that I sprinkled on top because my air fryer went out this week. That's an emergency. And I put some marinara sauce on it, and then I had some leftover chicken. So I just kind of crumbled the chicken on top. Got some fresh basil from my garden that we dried out almost a year ago, and we're down to the wire with it, and we have more growing. How weird is that? I thought we uprooted it, but it was still making its way. Oh, got something to say about that. And then I put some nutritional yeast on there, and I found it, pepperonis. I didn't realize I still had a few pepperonis, and I made me a little pizza. It was pretty good, and I think because of the chicken was really hearty on there, it actually wasn't completely full, but it did its job until I got where I was going. Now, on a perfect day, I need my car snacks to plan my meals ahead when I'm running around during the day and I need it. But I wanted to get back to this. What I had a thought, and I'm trying. You can, what you're doing is planting seeds. You're planting seeds for greater things in your life as you are maneuvering and you're reinventing yourself, and you are getting to a place where you want to see some change in your life. New career, new job. Maybe your family has transitioned. Maybe you're by yourself now. Maybe you want to travel. But being consistent, showing up for something, putting systems in place is planting a seed. And sometimes when you plant the seed, you may think, okay, that's it. Just like that basil plant, we thought we uprooted it. We thought, okay, we got everything we need from this seed. And we dried everything out. That's my son coming. And we got some great dried basil from it. But guess what? That wasn't it. There's still more growth to come from that seed, and it's in that second growth stage. And I can tell you, it is growing again in abundance. And it only took just the initial planting of the seed, and it keeps growing. So what you're doing, you're planting seeds, and you may think, okay, this is it. But you keep on moving forward. You keep using what you have in your harvest, and guess what? You see some more growth. That means it's not over. It's not over yet. There's still more. There's still more growth. So I challenge you for that, to keep going. You can win if you don't quit. You're planting seeds for yourself to continue to grow. And he probably doesn't want to be on camera. To continue to grow and to flourish. So my charge to you is to keep showing up no matter what. Keep showing up. So just a few more thoughts before we say goodbye for today. The difference I'm trying to make now is that one bad day doesn't get to become a bad month. One bad day doesn't get to become a bad month. Throughout your challenges, throughout the seeds that you're planting, you may not always have a good day. There are different things that happen that that may require more of your time, more of your effort, and you may want to quit. But don't quit. There's a brighter day ahead. There's always sunshine on a cloudy day. Sunshine. I'm not gonna say it. I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. Okay, yeah. All right. So, you don't have to fix your entire life today. You just have to show up one more time. I've chosen, even though this day it's been a busy day, most of the time it's spent in the car, I've chosen to show up one more day. And here I am. One more day. Camera, all maybe shaky, but I chose to show up one more day. And we're going to finish this. So take that walk. Drink the water. That was one of the things, my challenge is to drink more water. And I'm drinking more water today. Okay? Meditate for at least 5 minutes. That's what I committed to. And that may be something you may want to commit to as well. At least 5. Give yourself at least 5. Write your thoughts down. Sometimes I've just put a cuss word. That's some thoughts. Whatever you can do. Go to bed. I do have a wind down routine if you guys are interested. It's in my book, How to Be Fit Over 40. And that wind down routine is actually included in there. Things that I put in my books, that's another commitment that I've made to myself, is to share. What better way to really remember, because you know how our brain gets in midlife, is to write it down, put it in a book. You know, Amazon has made it so easy now for us to be able to publish things, and so put it in a book. I had someone beside me just get in the car. So my question for you, as you think all these things through, after you've done all the things, you begin again. You begin again until whenever. There's no expiration date. I want you to keep going. Oh, even through the sneezes of this video, through the transitions, like we are getting through. Because guess what? If I'm telling you to show up for yourself, I'm going to do the same thing. No matter how ugly it gets, no matter how many bags I have on my eyes, no matter if I feel like it or not. Because guess what? There was a time that I would not do this in the car. If I couldn't do it right, then I wouldn't do it. But this is right. Because this is our life. People need to see how we live, how we maneuver, how we function, what we say yes to, what we say no to. People need to see it, because there's so many people out there that won't start because they think every video has to be polished. They won't start because they think they are not pretty enough, or they think they have too many wrinkles, or they think they look too tired, or they think their outfit isn't cute enough. You want to see my outfit? You could barely see my chin in this video. It's what it is. If you like it, it's okay. You don't have to always think you have to perform. I want you to be satisfied with what you can do right now. And then when things change, a different day, maybe you can have the polished video that you want to have. But I want you to keep showing up, because that's what we do to get to that next level. We are people. You can say, I am becoming a person who shows up for myself no matter what. I am becoming the person that shows up for myself no matter what. And show up for yourself no matter what. So, here we go. Here's my question. What does taking care of yourself look like in this season of your life? What does taking care of yourself look like in this season of your life? So what I'm doing, I am documenting my journey, what it looks like to reclaim my time, my energy, my talent, my wellness, everything. So hopefully you've learned something today, that at least I'm going to continue to show up. I made this commitment to you all to show up and to be your accountability, because I need accountability. So go ahead and make sure you subscribe to the Midlife Time Traveler so you will not miss a video. Make sure that you click on the link also where I include my meditation journal. That way you can journal your thoughts, even if it's just like, it's something that you're documenting. You're documenting how you too are reclaiming your time and energy by showing up for yourself every single day. And I'll also have another video for you all tomorrow. Until next time, while you have the day, make the most of today. Bye for now. One more thing. Hey, I'm showing people how to show up every day for themselves. What do you think about that?
That's powerful, and it fits perfectly with what you're building. It takes the idea out of here's how to be perfect every day and puts it into I'm learning how to show up for myself and sharing that journey. I like it. It feels honest, doable, and relatable. And it gives people permission to be a work in progress right along with you. That kind of daily commitment is exactly the sort of thing YouTube can grow with, because viewers are looking for someone who gets it. Stay with that.
Well, can't argue with that.